Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has appointed Ahmed Hussein, a former refugee from Somalia, as the Minister for Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, less than a year after Hussein made history by becoming the first Somali-Canadian Member of Parliament in history. CGTN's Abdulaziz Bilo with his update now on Somali's diaspora success stories.
From a refugee fleeing Somalia to becoming a Member of Parliament in Canada, Ahmed Hussein has once again made history this week after he was named Canada's Minister of Immigration by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in a major cabinet reshuffle. Hussein's appointment as a minister in Canada is just but one of the recent success stories coming from Somalis who are making a mark in North America. Hussein's new portfolio will be one based on his own personal experience. Having arrived in Canada as a 16-year-old refugee, now the 41-year-old is tasked with overseeing who is welcomed into Canada. And not far from Canada, a former refugee, a Muslim and a mother of three, recently became the first Somali-American lawmaker in the just concluded US elections. 35-year-old Ilhan Umar recorded a huge victory and became the first Somali-American elected to a state legislature representing Minneapolis district. The success stories of the diaspora is evident back in Somalia. The diaspora sends back almost $1.2 to $2 billion annually to support thousands of families. A deadly civil war in the early 90s forced millions of Somalis to flee the country. In Kenya alone, more than 350,000 Somalis live in Dadaab camp, the biggest in the world. And among the most recent cases is that of 31-year-old Abdullah Sheikh Abbas, who recently became a legislator in Somalia, a country he was once forced to flee in 1992. Authorities in Somalia say that they are closely working with Kenya and the United Nations High Commission for Refugees to repatriate the refugees in Dadaab and reintegrate them back into society. Abdulaziz Bilo, CGTN, Mogadishu, Somalia.